Hello, how's it going? Welcome back. Um, as you can see behind me here, it's the commercial freighter again. But this time the refit is to coincide with the uh, mining transport refits, mining transport faction refit. So I'm going to be refitting the commercial fleet faction. But before we start, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button down there. At the end of the video, if you like what you see, give the video a thumbs up. And if you have something to say, just comment. Let me know what ships you would like to see updated. But yeah, like the last commercial freighter video I done was basically just different versions of the ship that I do when I'm on servers, depending on the humor I'm in at the time. This one is just basically me one for one refit to my interpretation of the ship in the game as the game is today. So let's take a look, and we'll go through it. I'm not going to go through too much of this because we went through all this before. Shields has its 6 cargo containers, 20 odd solar panels. There's no reactors on this ship, just 4 batteries. You know, it's pretty basic. The usual thing with the Keen ships, these old ones, little claustrophobic bridge. Now, in all fairness, this one is not as claustrophobic as the rest of them. They have an army and a locker in there. But yeah, we'll just leave it at this for now. I'm going to try and make this a short video. So we'll go over to what I've done here. As you can see, I've kept the orientation of the solar panels the same, for the exception of these are the new solar panels. So let's get this up, and we have them here. So these are, we'll leave the hood off. These are the new solar panels. Now I've done away with the half walls as the supports and put in the scaffold block, the half scaffold block for the support. I used the scaffold frames to make everything look structural. So I took away the ground down windows that were up here, and again doing the scaffold frames in here and joined them across. As you can see through the scaffold frame there, you can see the new bridge. We'll get to that now in a minute. But we changed everything over here for the warfare thrusters, because I think the warfare thrusters actually suit these ships very well. So they're very clean and sleek looking. You know, the armor is not the standard armor. This is actually the clean armor, and the reason why I decided to go with the clean armor is because I'm envisioning the commercial fleet as a bit of a opposite to the mining faction. So the mining faction are dirty, grubby miners. Their ships have battered armor with oil stains on them and stuff like that. Where the commercial fleet, to me, comes across as more of a wealthier fleet of wealthier faction, so that the ships are a little bit newer. Now there is some damage on it. There's damaged solar panels there. There's a couple of solar panels that are sparking. Like I said, I just wanted to keep the look of the ship the same as the original, just with the modern blocks. Now, so we threw one of the new thrust beacon in here, or thrust decoy in here for just a little bit of detail. Looks like an antenna of some sort. We changed out the pillars that were coming across, joining the 2 pontoons together to the truss pillar. And that. But what I've also done is, as you can see, the bridge is there. It's in the same spot as it was originally. But when you sit in the seat and look out, all you're looking at is the back of a solar panel. So what I decided to do was, like, if you look at these solar panels, they're made up of 6 squares that are the exact same size as the scaffold frame, the half scaffold frame. So I just made a scaffold frame the same size as the solar panel, just to keep the symmetry going. on the ship. We're coming out to the side here. Weapons are all the same. Gyroscope the same. I got rid of 2 of the oxygen tanks because the ship at this side there's no need for 4 oxygen tanks, and replaced it with 2 hydrogen tanks. Oh, not hydrogen tanks, sorry, O2 generators to create ice for oxygen. To turn ice into oxygen, I should say, sorry. I got rid of the blocks here and put the beam blocks in for the support for the solar panels. I took out the standard cargo containers and I put in the industrial cargo containers purely because of the shape. If you actually look here, the shape flows a little nicer from the armor up. I got rid of the square edge that was on the side here from these light armor slopes, and I added these the half armor, the half slope armor in. We covered up the tops of these with all armor, again just to add a bit more sleekness to the ship. Now if you come off the other side, basically it's the same thing. You'll notice the antenna and beacon is missing. I took them from the top here and moved them to the middle of the ship. What I also done was I sank the thrusters down into the ship a little bit more because I just think it looks a little bit hideous sticking up so far. So in order to get them in, because on the other version over there you have thrusters sticking up there, thrusters sticking down there, we moved the bottom thrusters back. In order to do that, I had to take the 2 batteries that are in behind here out to sync them up. So we moved the 2 batteries down to here on both sides, so it still has 4 batteries there, and I gave it another 2 extra batteries, or 4 extra batteries, so this has 8 batteries in it now. So a little bit more power in this version of the ship. Coming around the back here, the one thing about these ships is if you capture them and you get attacked by a space pirate or something, the way they're designed, if these cargo containers got destroyed, this whole section of the ship is now free flow because it's only attached to the cargo containers. So we've extended the armor. I've extended the armor down to attach on here, and I brought the beam blocks around the back and underneath the thrusters. So I've done a little bit of updating on the paint job as well. But in the back of the thrusters here we have one of the heat vents, and as you're flying they open up and create light as if they're venting heat, which sort of makes a little bit of sense directly under the thrusters. So I mean, it's venting heat away from the cargo containers, let's say. Well, you know, this ship never had a connector. Now it does. So we brought the entryway from the side here across into the middle. So basically this area is basically one big airlock. Now I left the remote control in the same spot. That's the remote control under there. That's where it always is in the ship. And we've changed up to the round beacon and the compact antenna. I threw this the action relay in here just to add detail. Now if you capture the ship and you want to use the action relay, you can. It's there to use. We changed out all the conveyor tubes to conveyor pipes, and this middle Gatling gun I put an autocannon in for a little bit of extra firepower on the ship for protection. So as you can see, the pipe work goes down and underneath the airlock, and so we'll go inside. Now, as you know from the original version of this ship, this has the airlock script on it as well. Right, this is the airlock basically. So we have the narrow doors, the narrow stowage, and on that side. So we'll go left and we go in first. And this here has now become the crew mess hall / common area. the ship, because it's basically like it could be a 3 or 4 man crewed ship. So if you're area to sit down and eat here, you have a kitchen, sink, a couch, TV. Oh, you have a fish tank as well. That's a little Easter egg here. This is Minor Wars 2081. That was Keen Software's other game they made. It's actually not a bad game. So this is the crew quarters common area. Now, this ship still has its 2 assemblers that just moved down 1 block underneath the kitchen there. So everything is piped up for both sides of the ship. So we go across this side, and this is the sleeping quarters / medical area. We don't need to put cryo chambers on it. The ship is oxygenated, so we have beds instead. So we've 3 beds in here. We have an armory, we have a toilet, and we have a shower. You know, so we'll go upstairs to the bridge. This is my favourite part of the ship. Climb up. I've taken out the lockers on this side and put in a programmable block that controls the doors in the air script. So a door will no longer stay open in this ship, it will automatically close because of the script. Now, in order to use this on your private worlds, you must have scripts enabled in the advanced settings, otherwise it won't work. There'll be another army in here, and if I turn around for slow reveal, this is the new bridge. So we have our new console modules, blocks, the LCDs, just again the usual Keen Software house, and different graphs and that coming up on the screen just for a little bit detail. Then we have the console module there. And what I have done on this side is I put inset button panels, 2 inset button panels. And one with the large screen facing out this way, and one with the 2 small screens facing out. And instead of standing in front of it, you can sit in front of it. Because you use the desktop, the decorating, or the decorative pack, I think decorative pack 1, just for seating in front of it, make things look a little bit better. I put a helm there just for if you have a couple of crew and you want one person to control one of the turrets, you can set the turrets up on this. My advice would be the autocannon, and the player can control the autocannon from there. The other player can fly the ship here. As you can see, you can look straight through where the solar panel was. You can see out the ship now. You've okay view out the left, you've minimized view out the right, but it's a much bigger bridge, suits this shape of the ship a little bit better. So back down here, and that's this ship done. Now, the mod for all these ships to add them into your game will have to be run alongside modular encounter systems for it to work. Now, the mod is being done as we speak. I'm not building it. One of my faction members, Krator, is actually doing it. We have the mining ships and this ship in the mod now as we speak. So as soon as we got all the little bugs worked out and all the little kinks sorted out with the mod, it'll be up on the workshop for download. And even if I'm not finished doing all the upgrades, we're putting it up. And as I do the upgrade, we will just update the mod every time a new ship is done. So you just have some new ships to capture. Now, the next 2 ships on this fleet are obviously the private sale and the business shipment. Now, I think because they're such small ships, I will do the 2 of them together in the next video, because there's not going to be much to show on them. There's virtually nothing on the private sale. Just needs a little bit of updating. Might change the shape of it a little bit as well, but keep the basic premise of the ship the same. Again, if you want to see more, just hit the subscribe button down below. Don't be afraid of don't bite. If you like what you see, give the video a thumbs up. And if you have something to say, just comment. Thanks very much for watching the video, and I will talk to you all again next week. Goodbye.